Well, I just wanted to show here how I was lifting the flywheel up to get it back on the crankshaft. Using my little Harbor Freight hydraulic lift table, and it's working out pretty good. Getting the pin and the hole on the crankshaft lined up, and then I'll get the bolts and the little sheet metal fold over locks for the bolts. We'll get them on there. So yeah, pretty happy with how this little cart works out. I mean, it's nice and controllable. You know, the wheels lock, so it's pretty stable. And sometimes when I use it, I wish it went up about 2 inches higher, but I'm happy with it right now. So we'll get this put on there and I'll bring you back. Well, we got the flywheel all mounted. I got the locking metal on there, and the bolts are not torqued yet. I got to torque them down and then I'll fold that over, and but it's all on there good and snug. And the little hydraulic cart here worked out really good for holding the flywheel up there, so I didn't have to lift it or get the chain fall over here. So yeah, it all looks good on the inside here too. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're all clear of everything in there. And the one thing I noticed is that one of the locking sheet metal clips there actually holds the pin in, but I had to tap that into the flywheel, and it kind of was a press fit into the crankshaft, so I don't think the pin's going anywhere. I guess if it did walk towards the end of the crank, it could hit the rear main seal, but the bolts actually stick out a little farther than the pin does. So everything clears by about, looks like about 90 thousandths, 3/30 seconds. But turn her over and make sure it clears everything. But, yep, she's clearing everything. So yeah, next is to get her torqued down and fold those locking tabs over. There is one thing I wanted to mention that I can't remember if I mentioned this or not on video, but back when I had taken the original clutch and pressure plate and the flywheel off the engine, I did take it to a local machine shop not far from me, the next town over, and I did have the clutch all they grind the actual surface the clutch rides on, and then also the surface that the pressure plate bolts to. I can't remember that exact dimension, but they hold this dimension, so whatever he takes on the clutch surface to clean it up, he takes off the pressure plate mounting surface, which I think he only had to take like 18 to 20 thousandths off to get everything looking good again. But I've got some photos of before and after, so I'll put them at the end of this video. Okay, well, I got the flywheel all mounted now, and the bolts are all torqued, and I folded up the little tabs to keep them locked so they won't back out. I couldn't find in the manuals that I have for the H what the torque should be, and I wound up using it looks like from the emblem on the end of the bolts that they're a grade 8 bolt with the 1/2 inch 20 thread. So I looked that up, and it should be torqued around 90 foot-pounds. So that's what I torqued these at, and hopefully that'll be tight enough. So now what I'm going to do is wipe this all down one more time with some brake clean, and then assemble the clutch and get that all set up. So I'll bring it back when that's all mounted on the flywheel. Okay, well here you can see the clutch and the pressure plate are all on, and this little locator for centering the clutch came with the clutch and pressure plate, so we got that all in to line the clutch. So I did torque all 6 of the pressure plate mounting bolts, and those I torqued to 32 foot-pounds. And the nearest I could find is these international bolts are either grade 5 or grade 8, so I went with a grade 5 torque spec on them. They're 5/16 18 thread, so we'll see how that works out. I'm happy with how it all went together. It all went together good, everything nice and even, and we'll get the rest of this all set up now. I think we're pretty much ready to bring the 2 halves of the tractor together, so maybe that'll be the next video. Okay, here in these still photos coming up, I'm just showing the clutch and the flywheel before and after machining. Here in this first photo, you can see the flywheel with the old original clutch still in it, and you can see how wore out the clutch fingers were. Then in this next photo, shows the clutch and pressure plate out, and what the surface looks like. And this is just a close-up of the actual surface the clutch rides on. It really wasn't in too bad a shape. No cracks or anything. And here I took the flywheel outside and knocked out the pilot bearing and just wire brushed everything and cleaned it up the best I could. And here it's all washed down and ready to go to the machine shop for grinding. I just had gotten the clutch, so I put the clutch in it just to see how it would look and fit inside the flywheel. And here I did the same thing with the new pressure plate, and just checking the fit and seeing how everything was going to go together. And here you can see the flywheel all freshly ground. I think he had to take off like, I want to say 18 thousandths, but I'm not 100% sure. And here in this photo, you can see how nice it cleaned up, and both surfaces were ground down to still maintain the same dimension. And here you can see the flywheel with the new pilot bearing in it, and the bolts all cleaned up with new lock washers just before we put it in the tractor. So appreciate you watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.